morning. We have a wonderful table of guests today. My two good friends in the healthcare community here in Dallas, Texas. I'm Jo with Acappella, a Caring People company. This is the Acappella podcast, and we are talking about education today and how vital it is when choosing the right healthcare professional. Whatever you're looking into, education is vital for exceptional care. So we've got two great guests, Peggy Pappert. Peggy, tell us about what you do.
Okay. I am a clinical social worker, licensed clinical social worker. I have my own business called Elder Care Consultants of Texas. And I have been at it about 5 years, though I've been a social worker for too many years. No, 30 plus years in the Dallas area in various settings.
Right. And we've got Kathleen Warshowski, and Kathleen and I have been friends and partners in education, educating the community for a long time. So Kathleen, tell the audience what you do.
So I have been a registered nurse for over 28 years now. I originally got my diploma in nursing in Canada in 1992 and went back to school in 2013. I graduated with my Bachelor of Nursing from Grand Canyon University. So really exciting, really passionate about education myself. I currently publish a seniors resource guide in the Dallas area. It's called Seniors Blue Book, and it has a whole lot of resources to help seniors and professionals help the seniors to navigate through all of the care that they need. And then in addition to that, I am president of the Dallas Area Gerontological Society. It is a volunteer nonprofit organization, and it is passionate about education, advocacy, and scholarships for education.
Well, and we're talking about DAGS today, and I have to say my son is a physician. He's doing his residency right now. He's almost done, but he was a recipient of a DAGS scholarship, and I cannot tell you, with a small baby, wife, working as hard as he has been, that scholarship was so instrumental in helping him get through. He's almost done, so for Christian, thank you so much. And he is going to be doing a career working with seniors, which is very exciting. So anyway, education is everything. The DAGS, we're talking about DAGS, and we have an upcoming wonderful education conference coming up on October the 15th. And let's talk about that. Kathleen, tell me about DAGS and the conference coming up.
So DAGS has an annual conference. We call it our annual fall forum. Every year it's in person, and we've been doing it for 30 years now. And this year is going to be a little bit different. We actually pivoted and changed the title of our event this year to the year everything changed, because 2020 is just so different. And so this will be our first virtual fall forum. It's going to be hosted via technology platforms such as Zoom and Whova and some other pieces that all bring it together. We have an experience kit for our attendees. So we're actually going to be stuffing a bunch of swag and material into the kit for them, and we're mailing it to their homes so that they still have a little bit of a connection with the people who will be in attendance. And then we have virtual exhibit rooms that our vice president worked really hard on creating, with links that go to their websites and brochures and things like that. And then we'll have some networking pieces as well. So we've got a really great program this year. We have Dr. Wang from UT Southwestern and Dallas County Medical Director, I believe is what he is, and he's going to be giving us an update on COVID-19. We have Dr. Brett Morin from Parkland Hospital, and he is going to be giving us a presentation on advancements in telehealth. We have Dr. Jacqueline Naeem, and she is with Parkland Center of Clinical Innovation, and she is going to be talking with us on social determinants of health. We have, let me make sure that I don't miss anybody. We have Dr. Heidi Rossetti, and she is with UT Southwestern. She is also going to be talking to us on Dementia 2020 updates, talking about research and how COVID's been affecting people with dementia. We have trauma-informed care in the wake of COVID-19 with Karen Zirafas. We also have a talk on healthcare disparities and access to care, and Dr. Iftikhar Amin with University of Texas at Dallas. University of North Texas at Dallas is going to be doing that part of that presentation. Also, Shannon Gore, she has her master's in social work, and she is with the Senior Source, which is also another nonprofit, and she is also on our DAGS board. And then we have Ashley Rodriguez, and she is with Baylor Hospital. She is also on that panel. And then we have one more person on that panel, and Dr. Evelyn.
Ashiago. Something's not
I'm going to look up her name so that we get it correct, because I would hate to not have her name correct for us. Her name is Ashiofu. Dr. Evelyn Ashiofu, and she's with UT Southwestern Medical Center in the psychiatry department. She's actually a fourth-year psychiatry resident.
Well, and with everything we've heard about loneliness and the pandemic of loneliness, what's going on with seniors with mental health because of COVID, what an awesome speaker. But the lineup is great. And, we at Acappella, we have been caring for lots of COVID patients, and it's really about how do you care for them? How do you protect your staff? How do you protect the family? There's so much involved, and in going back around to education, how vital that is. So I want to talk, Peggy, I want you to tell me, how did you get involved in DAGS? What made you decide to just get on board?
Well, one of the components of DAGS is there's an educational piece every month, and in order to continue our licensure, we all need continuing education credits. But mainly the networking that's involved in each of those monthly meetings, and certainly the fall forum to continue the education, meeting all kinds of individuals that are in this kind of work, has been very important and rewarding to me. And to know that at the same time we're raising money to support people like your son to get through, to continue their education in the aging field is a proudful moment.
So I know that you're a member of DAGS. I know I'm a member of DAGS. Can anybody come to the forum, or do you have to be a member to attend the conference?
Anybody can come, but when they join, when they pay for the membership, when they pay to attend the DAGS Fall Forum, they get the membership for the whole year. Okay. They can continue to come to all the educational sessions.
And we encourage everyone to come to DAGS. So you don't have to be a healthcare professional. You could be a caregiver, a family member, anyone who's interested in any of the topics that we'll be showcasing at the forum. Anyone can register and come.
And that's what I love about DAGS and the education with DAGS is I have encouraged our adult children of our clients, if you want education, maybe they can only afford somebody 4 hours a day, and they are caring for mom or dad the bulk of the hours. And yes, that education is so important. It can help everyone, not just the healthcare professional. So tell me, why do you recommend, other than the education aspect, and I know why I'm involved in DAGS, why else is it good to be a member of DAGS?
So DAGS is a group of people who are passionate not only about education, but also on other issues that are related to older adults and to the aging process, such as advocacy. So DAGS has actually been involved in advocacy. They've had people go down to Austin to the steps of the Capitol there and advocate for aging issues. And so we bring to light issues in advocacy, and I know that you just did a program recently on that on one of your podcasts, and that's exactly what we're talking about. We need to advocate for our older adults and for people who can't advocate for themselves, and so DAGS is a huge part of that. We're trying to make a difference that way as well. Again, we are closely connected with other nonprofit organizations who support the seniors, such as Pajamas for Seniors, the Senior Source, all of those types of organizations, because they're doing good things to help our older adults. And so that's really a big piece of DAGS as well. And then making sure that, our nonprofit piece is all about funding scholarships. So last year we funded $17,500 worth of scholarships.
Wow.
And then this year, so far, we will be funding $15,000 worth of scholarships.
And if somebody is watching this and they are passionate, they want to be a nurse or they want to be a physician, and the cost, it's expensive to go to school and work full time and maybe have small children. So how can they apply for a scholarship? How does that work?
So every springtime, usually somewhere around March, the application process goes out. We post it on the DAGS Facebook page and on the DAGS website. In fact, on the DAGS website, it's left up year-round. So you can go to dags.org and find it there. But you apply for the scholarship online, and then there is a committee. We actually have a scholarship committee, and they review all of the applications. They choose the top applicants to come in for an interview. They go through an interview process, and then they allocate the funds.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So what about, I know you've got the conference once a year, and then you've got meetings monthly. So what would somebody that would be joining DAGS, what are those meetings? Tell me about the monthly meetings.
We have an array of topics. Each month we have a speaker that comes in and tells us, we try to cover all the range of topics related to aging, whether it's the latest in hearing aid pieces and how lack of hearing affects a senior's life. It can often be confused with dementia, and then lo and behold, just a hearing aid helps them tremendously. But a whole lot of other topics, the latest in dementia, alcohol in seniors, on and on and on. So we have different speakers, and we're at different communities where maybe they would want to showcase themselves and offer the refreshments for the day. It's always fun to see everybody once a month. We're doing them by Zoom, and we can't really see everybody, but it's still a great thing that we have.
And this is a tough question, but I'm going to ask this. We are all such advocates for our seniors. And say there is someone that wants to be involved in DAGS, but does not possess those qualities of really being an advocate. What do you do?
That's a good question.
I think that there are ways that you can advocate without being a direct advocate, right? So you can still support others who are advocating and who are more in the spotlight from the behind the scenes kind of action.
Absolutely right. And we talked about this earlier. I always try to bring up stories of things that are going on, that we have to protect our seniors and we have to work together. And I know with the Aging Life Specialist, you all meet frequently and discuss concerns. And I know at DAGS, we can discuss concerns. And right now, so many people think, oh, wow, I'm going to get into the healthcare industry because this is where everybody's making money. Well, it's not about, that's just not what it's about. And I find when you provide the right care, the business is going to come. When Seniors Blue Book, you provide the right information, people want your book. When people want to be someone to direct them and be proactive, they want Peggy because they know that you look out for that client's best interest. And so just that's, we just want to look out for each other. And if you ever have a question or someone has a question about an Aging Life Specialist, how can they get in touch with you, Peggy?
My email address, my website, and my phone number.
Can you give your phone number?
Yes, my number is 214-460-2540.
Okay, what about
happy to help.
What about you, Kathleen?
So there's a lot of ways to reach me as well. You can go to sbbdallas.com to find all of the Seniors Blue Book resources. You can email me at Kathleen@seniorsbluebook.com, and the seniors is plural, so it's seniorsbluebook.com. You can also email me at info@dags.org, or you can phone me, and the office number is 972-382-9900.
And both Peggy and Kathleen are great resources here in the DFW community. If somebody is watching from Seattle, Washington, and wants to attend DAGS, can they do that?
Yes, they can. Absolutely. They can, not only can they attend the Fall Forum, but right now they can attend all of our virtual educational programs, which is a monthly event as well. Those are all being done via Zoom. And then through Seniors Blue Book, as you know, Joe, Joe and I have partnered many times on some hospice and palliative care programs, and we've done all-day events and some one-hour programs as well. And so Seniors Blue Book also is doing virtual events. We're doing them through the the envelope of SBB University, and those can also be done throughout the country, and they offer registered nurse and social work continuing education credits.
That's awesome. We've had some great speakers, and it's been so much fun just educating the right way. So for those challenged on the computer like myself, if somebody is having a hard time understanding how to, it just seems a little overwhelming. Is there someone they could speak to that could help them walk through prior to the event so they know they're going to be able to see everything in its entirety without any hookups?
So for the fall forum, we actually are going to be scheduling a little practice session next week for people, and so we haven't set that date and time yet. But when you register, everyone who registers will get an email link to come in and go through a Zoom call to hopefully get them registered for and onto the platform and show them how to use the Whova platform that we're going to be using. And then for the Zoom pieces, if someone doesn't know how to use Zoom, that's probably a little more difficult to help them with, just because you have to be able to use a little piece of technology in order for someone to be able to see your screen and help walk you through it, or for you to be able to use their screen. But they could email me, and I would be happy to walk them through it over the phone. I've done that with my own parents and with my in-laws. And so there are ways for us to do that. And so if technology is the piece that's holding you back, don't let it hold you back. Call or email me, and I would be happy to arrange for someone to walk them through it.
And you know what? Even if it's something that you've got a busy full day at work, but you want to listen to the conference, it is great speakers and great information and great knowledge. So I encourage anyone and everyone to attend. It's a great event. What is the cost to join DAGS and attend the conference?
It's $60 and $40 for students.
Wow, that's really great. Yeah, and you look at education when we do education just online, it's usually well over $200 to get our education in, and what a great way to support scholarships and just meet a great group of people that have a love for seniors. Thank you so much. We're excited and can't wait for the conference next week.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.